Were you being serious?
Yes.
What were you just telling me? Tell it to me on camera.
They consider it grooming and they want you to do that in the bathroom.
What am I doing?
Putting on makeup. They consider it grooming.
So, okay, tell me, what is word beef? What am I doing wrong here?
You could ask the librarians.
No, they sent you, your security. Yes. What did I do to step out of line here?
They considered it grooming.
What?
Putting on makeup.
So, you came here to tell me putting on makeup at the table.
Yes, they'd rather you do that in the bathroom.
Okay, thank you. Duly noted. This is what a targeted individual has to put up with. Bullshit. And these people that sent this poor woman to come tell me, they're getting their Gestapo dick on by earning their coin. This is what happens when you become a flying monkey and get your palms greased by Willy Wonka. Now you have all of this crazy making out in the world. They can make up stupidity, and you have to go along with it. So I'll just, put away the lipstick since that was out of line. Pretty soon, being able to vlog will be against their policy too.
No, the policy applies to everyone, not just you.
Okay, very good. Was just a coincidence. All right.
No, it's the policy.
Okay, then produce it on paper. Produce it on paper. Look, okay, I put it away. Leave me alone. And
but you're also being very loud right now.
They were being loud. Now just leave me alone. By standing up for myself.
No, it's the rules for everyone.
Okay, then produce the rules that everybody has to go by. Okay, you'll see putting on makeup on that.
Okay,
all right, then just leave me alone. Leave me alone. And when you just mind your own business, they'll find something else to pick on you with. And then meanwhile, things will die down, and then your street theater will pick back up. That's what they do. And the street theater is just all, plausible deniability. But while I'm doing my thing, and talking doing their thing, because, they're so normal and everything, somebody will get picked on. Guess what the chances are that it'll be me, not your street theater, Gestapo, agents. There we go. Let's get that chatter up, right? That low chatter that's meant to chip away at your targets. And all you participating veterans that do that. See? Okay, you may try. We got plenty of us. There we go. That's all plausible, isn't it?
Well, are you sure this is not your gun?
See? Are you sure this is not your gun? Gun. See? That's how they street theater into your psyche. And guess what? That guy's probably a veteran targeting his own citizen with street theater. How about that Gestapo dick? Boy, that's so symbolic. Yeah. It'll all come back to you. Let's get in on that. It'll all come back to you. But at the end of the day, they know if they're getting their hairy palms greased by that Gestapo dick. So whether or not that was an organic display, only God knows. And unless you are a community-based agent for Willy Wonka and his psychopathy, you guys just came over there to push the buttons of a targeted individual and call crazy on her. That's what makes it psychotic. We ain't got no psychopaths amongst us, do we? Working street theater on the down low to mentally destabilize anybody. Oh yeah, because mobbing anybody on the down low is ethical, right? I mean, it was okay for the KGB. in Russia and all that. Because that's all a crime against humanity. And if Willy Wonka got you all duped, you can't even see that. Well, just keep your eyes closed every time you get your palms greased. Because speaking the truth now is ranting. But it's okay for a street theater to go on unchecked. Well, this is what I have to put up with. So, for all of you community-based agents coming after your targeted individual for any reason, what you're doing is completely illegal. That's a crime against humanity. And when you come at your targeted individual, for whatever reason you think, God help you if they're really innocent. And I'm going to say that again, God help you if they're really innocent. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs a trial before all this bullshit happens. Because that's what our country was built for. Innocent until proven guilty. And if you're acting the otherwise, that's because you're a goddamn psychopathy. Mengele agent. Dr. Mengele is your godfather. And if you don't know who Dr. Mengele is, it's because your academic system and your smallpox-bearing government designed it that way so they could dupe you into it. The good news is that if you really are a superhero, you'll end this concentration camp 2.0 Auschwitz on your own and stop participating. But that's a whole lot of greed to look the other way and think that guilty without any form of trial is the way to go. You're not allowed to judge anybody except for God. God's the only one supposed to judge people here. So if you're Christian, you're the biggest offense of them all. Because even an atheist, we can give him the free pass. Because he wouldn't know better. Because the unmoral usually don't honor God. And if you do honor God, you might want to start with stop gossiping and start participating in your gossip machine. Because Dr. Mengele, he got you all duped. Look up Auschwitz, look up Nuremberg trials, and you figure out where Dr. Mengele ended up. And if you don't know who he is, I'm here to teach you. Dr. Mengele is the premier physician of Auschwitz. That should concern you. So this covert communism, all you guys participating in it, you are the prodigy of Dr. Mengele. That makes you the concentration camp without walls. It's at the end of the day, you are sent to death maraud your target into committing suicide. And if that concerns you, that's good news. That means you have a chance of not burning in hell for this. Just because I don't seppuku. You still tapped into all that Auschwitz energy by participating and accepting that Auschwitz coin so you can keep up with the Joneses. Meanwhile, your targeted individual that never deserved any of this is scrimping by, blacklisted. I'm a critical care paramedic, trained and ethical. But that's what makes me a threat, is that I cannot be bought and sold out the way some of my colleagues were. So if you have a sellout coming to take care of you, and you're having a heart attack, and you got one foot on the banana peel and the other one in the grave, and you end up on the terrorized list, what kind of health care do you think you really will get when a sellout comes to take care of you versus a woman of ethics? I tell you what, my ethics cannot be bought and sold. In my ethics, I would never hoe out. So, all of you covert communists, y'all are called to fix it, to be a superhero, to end it. But if you want to perpetuate it, well, the Truman Show will let us know how you fare out when karma comes to pay you a visit. Because anybody who hurts me gets their karma instantly. There's a few people in Houston that probably can tell you about that. But we all have a plan to play it here in God's game. Because this death cult, that's how Satan plans to take on the world. So if you're perpetuating Satan's death cult, that means you just hold out the world and your future generations. Yeah, unfortunately, whenever truth comes to somebody's face who just wants to keep on sleeping, that's because that dick tastes real good coming from the Gestapo.